So how's it going, guys? Today we got another tier list for you guys, and on this one it's going to be the KD4 and the KD5 colorways tier list. Now there is 19 colorways of the KD5 that I have here. There was like 5 KD5 Elite colorways that I didn't include, and then there's 26 KD4 colorways. So 45 colorways total, and we're just going to be doing them S, A, B, C, and D tier as usual. And then I did the KD6 tier list about a month ago, so I'm going to do the KD4s and 5s now, and then I'll keep working up the KD line, and then I'll move to probably Jordans, and then LeBrons, and then Kobe's, and then, just keep going along the line. But I also wanted to mention, I did do a My Team tier list about a month ago. I was thinking about doing that today again with the cards that have come out since then, but I'm just going to wait until next gen, because I think that'll be the best time to do that. So I'll wait like a week, and I'll probably have that video up. And then, yeah, obviously another release calendar video will be coming soon too, so much more sneaker and My Team content to come. But let's just get to the task at hand here, and that is ranking all the KD5 and KD4 colorways in a tier list. That is what we are doing today. So we are going to start out here with the KD5 What The. Now the KD5 What The is a very sick colorway. It is was a very hyped up and limited release. I think it's going for over 1,000 right now, but I think it's A tier. I don't think it's quite S tier. It's a dope looking shoe, but there's a lot worse shoes on this list, and there is a few better ones too. So I don't think it can quite get to that S tier level, but it's definitely a really sick shoe. And then the KD4 Christmas, on the other hand, this is an S tier shoe. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but the KD4 Christmas colorway is just like all copper, and then everything else is black, like swoosh laces, logo, and outsole is black, but the whole upper is like copper, metallic copper, and it looks so sick. I've always loved metallic copper on shoes. I ID'd a pair of KD8s right when they came out, and I made the swoosh and logo copper, and they just don't do it very much. I think Nike used to do it more and use metallic copper on more shoes, but this is one of the only ones I can think of offhand that does it, and it is just so sick. I love the KD4 Christmas. That's why it's up in S tier. And then we have the KD4 USA. This is going to go, it's not quite D tier, but it's C tier, just kind of on that average level. We have this green KD5 colorway. I put this in the B tier. It's just one of those team colorways. They did this with KD4 and 5. They released a green, red, and blue colorway that all kind of released on the same day. But this one's a little bit above average. It's pretty sick, so I'll put that one at the B tier. And then the KD5 Ant Pearl. This one's also A tier, not quite S. It would be a lot better if this upper wasn't just all white. I think they could have done more with it, but the swoosh is dope. How it looks like a pink. It looks like pink stained glass is what the swoosh looks like, I think. So, it looks pretty sick, honestly. And then here's the KD4 green team colorway. I'll put this one in B tier as well, because I think the metallic green looks pretty clean on that pair as well. And then the KD4, this one's called like the Nightshade or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but this isn't one of my favorites, so I'm going to put this one in D tier. That's going to be our first D tier. It just looks like a cheap colorway, kind of a cheap looking, like the shoe itself doesn't look cheap, but the colorway makes it look cheap. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'm just not the biggest fan of that colorway. And then here's the KD4 Gold Metal. Put this one in B tier. I know a lot of people like that colorway, but, it's just not really, it's a little bit above average, but it's not, definitely doesn't belong in A or S in my opinion. So that's where it goes. And then the KD4, oh gosh, KD4 Weatherman. This one's going S tier as well. Just absolute classic. There's really nothing wrong with it at all. The outsole is super dope. How it shows like a footprint that's like thermal themed, and then the whole shoe is just like Weatherman thermal themed. And they tried to redo it in the KD7, but it's just not even close to the original, man. The original is so nice. This is another shoe that's going for so much money, but definitely a grail for me for sure. Then the KD5 BHM. This one's going A tier. It's a solid colorway for sure. I think it looks dope. The KD4 Team Red. Now this one, on the other hand, I think is going to go A tier, because I don't like the KD5 Team Red colorway, but it's definitely better than the KD4 like Team Green colorway. So I'm just going to put it 1 tier above. And then we have the KD4 Texas Longhorn colorway. This one's going B tier as well, just a little bit above average. Doesn't belong in A or S though. And then the KD5 Away colorway, going average with that one, just not really anything special. KD4, gosh, I don't know what this colorway is called. but it's silver and orange. It's decent. I'm gonna put it average, because I think it looks similar to the one in D tier, where it just kind of the colorway makes it look cheap, but I think it's definitely better than that colorway that's in D tier. So I'll keep it in the C tier at average. And then we have the KD5 in this aqua blue, which is another team colorway, and this one's going. I'm going B tier. I could put that A tier if I wanted to, but I think I'm going to stick with B for now. And then the KD4 Year of the Dragon, I believe. This was another pretty hyped colorway, but I don't really think there's anything special about it, so I'm going to put it at B tier. And then the KD5, sorry, the other one that I did earlier, the one that I have my cursor on it now, is the KD5 N7. And this one that I'm about to put on the list is the KD5 BHM. So sorry that I mixed those up, but this is a KD5 BHM. This one's going A tier as well, alongside with the N7. Just another like pretty dope colorway. It's not quite S, but it's a sick colorway for sure, in my opinion. And then the KD, this one's called like the KD 5. Oh, it really looks like the KD7 35,000 degree colorway. So I think it's somewhere along those lines. I don't know what it's called though, but this one's going average as well. There's just not really much going on. It's not really too sick in my opinion. So it's going an average. And then the KD5 All-Star S tier. That colorway is so sick. That the picture right there doesn't do it justice, but that whole extraterrestrial All-Star shoe collection was just so dope. They just absolutely knocked it out of the park, just like they did with the Galaxy collection the year before. And all the shoes in those packs are just absolutely amazing. So that one for sure belongs in S tier, in my opinion. And then we got this KD5 in this gray and orange colorway. Average, just not really nothing special going on there. This red colorway again, average. It's a team red colorway. And then the team blue KD4B, just a little bit above average. It's kind of on the same par as that green one. Not quite as good as the red one, in my opinion. And then this one's like the KD5 linen or silk, or it's named after a material, but this one again going C tier. There's just not anything special going on. And then the KD4 BHM S tier. Such a nice shoe, man. Just absolutely amazing. This BHM collection they did this year could be the best of all time. They did like that quilted pattern on every shoe to kind of pay homage. And, you know, the strap looks dope. The outsole looks dope. I believe the logo was in that theme as well. So just an absolutely sick colorway. And then next we have the KD4 Away. This one is going to go in the average tier, because it's just, you know, those OKC themed colorways. I'm not the hugest fan, really. I mean, I know that KD played for the Thunder, so it's obvious why they made those colorways. But again, with the KD5, this one's going average too, both the away colorway. Just not really my favorite color palette, even though I do understand the inspiration behind it, of course. And then this team orange colorway, it's just not as good as the team red, so this one's going D tier. I'm sorry, but just seeing as the fact that it's not as good as the team red, which is only in C tier, I'm going to have to put it D. And then this one is the KD4 Undefeated. This one's going A tier. If you guys don't know, this shoe was inspired by the Jordan 4 Undefeated. So it's the KD4 Undefeated. And the Jordan 4 Undefeated, I believe, released in like the early 2000s. And it was the first collab ever by Jordan brand. So there was a lot of shoes that came out that were inspired by it. But colorway just really hits it out of the ballpark, in my opinion. It's not quite S because there's no sick graphics or anything going on like that, but definitely a sick colorway. And then the KD4 Creamsicle. This one's going B tier. I would like to put it in A tier just because I do like this colorway personally, but it's really similar to a lot that I have in C tier, so I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to put it in A tier. And then this one is like the KD4. Oh, I don't know what this colorway is called, but I don't like it, so I'm putting it D tier. It looks like a Golden State theme, which obviously this was way before he got with the Warriors, but yeah, I'm just not a fan of that colorway. KD4 Easter. This one's going S2. I mean, picture again does not do it any justice, but the KD4 Easter and KD4 Christmas, man, just absolutely sick colorways. It's just like that teal color all over, and it just looks so clean in my opinion. So that colorway belongs in S tier. And then there's two KD4 and 7 colorways. This is the white one. I'm going to put this one in average. It's just not really, I don't know. When it shows that paneling underneath, it kind of makes it look cheap in my opinion. I mean, I know that's really nitpicky, but I'm just not the hugest fan of that colorway. And this is the K85 Texas. This one's going B tier, right alongside the KD4 Texas Longhorn. You know, this one I could have easily put C tier because it's just an average looking colorway, but I don't know. There's something about it that I don't mind, so I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and put it at B. And this is the KD5 Christmas. This is a sick colorway too. I'm gonna put it in A tier. Huge fan of that colorway, honestly. Yeah, not really a whole lot else to be said about that one. And then the KD4 Anthracite. I'm going to put a B tier because, I mean, you really can never go wrong with an all-black colorway, in my opinion. And, you know, it's a lot of people would say that it's average, but seeing as the fact that all-black looks sick on almost all the shoes that I've seen that I actually like the model, I'm going to have to put it a little bit above average. So, yeah. And then this is a KD4 All-Star, S tier again. Absolutely crazy shoe. It's this was when they did the Galaxy theme with like the Kobe 7, the LeBron 9, and the KD4, obviously. And I mean, I think the KD4 is the best out of the bunch. There's a lot of people that would say that they like the LeBron Big Bang better, or they like the Kobe 7 Galaxy a lot better. But I don't know, man. This KD4 Galaxy's always been a grail of mine. I've always loved them, so S tier for sure. And then the KD5 Easter, A tier. It's really hard for me to put a KD5 on S tier. I mean, I think the All-Star pair is probably my favorite, so that's why they're up there. But the Easter's it's just not quite as sick in my opinion, so I'm gonna have to put it in A tier. And then next we have the KD5 Hulk. This colorway is horrible. I hate that colorway, so it's gonna have to go in D tier. And then the KD4 N7 in the black colorway. I'm gonna put it in B tier because I think it does look better than the white colorway, but still just not really anything super special in my opinion. And yeah, that's really all there is to be said about that. And then the KD4 Ant Pearl S tier, absolutely insane colorway. I mean, I think it was the first Ant Pearl KD. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they did a KD 1, 2, or 3 in the Ant Pearl colorway. The 4, I believe, is where it started. And again, this is another colorway that's going for a crazy amounts of money now. And it's just an absolutely insane colorway, just all over pink, and then the insole's like a pearl type pattern, and just looks so clean in my opinion. KD4 Nerf S tier, probably the best shoe on this entire list. I know you guys might call me a hype piece for that because it's obviously the most expensive too. But I mean, if you look up pictures of this in the box, it actually comes with a Nerf hoop. It's a collaboration with Nerf. I don't think Nike's ever done that before, and it's just absolutely amazing. Came out so well, and probably my all-time grail as far as KD shoes go. So, yeah, I'm going to move this to the top because it's my favorite shoe on this entire list. If it'll let me, yeah, okay, there we go. And then this KD4 colorway and this blue and black colorway, I'll go average. Just not really a whole lot going on there. And then I believe this is called the KD5 Paintball colorway. This one's going to A tier too because it's really similar level to like the Easter or the Christmas to me. Definitely a sick colorway, but just does not quite reach that S tier mark. And then this black and white colorway I'm going to put in B tier too because I think it's similar to that all black. You know, the KD4 is just a really clean model, so you can't go wrong with a white or black colorway, in my humble opinion. And then the last shoe, this is the KD4. Oh, what is this colorway called, dude? I know it's really hyped up. I think it's the MVP colorway, if I'm not mistaken, the KD4 MVP. And again, this was another shoe that's really strange because, you know, obviously KD went to the Warriors, and I believe that's when he was on like the KD9 was the shoe that he currently was wearing when he went to the Warriors. It could have been the KD10 too. It was one of those two, but this KD4 colorway, when he went to the Warriors, went way up in price because obviously it's like a Warrior theme. And, you know, a lot of people just wanted it more when he went to the Warriors, which was kind of crazy. It's something that doesn't happen much in the sneaker world, where a shoe will shoot up because a player does something. But, I mean, that's really cool, in my opinion. I think this colorway is dope, too, so I'm putting it in A tier. It's not quite S because, I mean, it's a little bit just, I don't know. I just don't think it belongs in S. It doesn't look as sick as the shoes in S, but definitely belongs in A tier. So, you know, there's quite a few shoes in this list, but I moved through it a little bit quicker. You'll have to let me know if you like the quicker or the longer videos and me going a little bit more in depth. But yeah, a lot of these shoes there just wasn't a whole lot to be said about them because a lot of the team colorways and there's just not much inspiration behind them at all. And then I think when they got to the KD6 and 7, they started kind of putting an inspiration into every colorway and not just dropping random stuff like they did with these. But again, as you can see with all the colorways in ARS, there's a lot of dope colorways. Like, I don't think you can go wrong with any of the colorways in ARS. Even the some in B are pretty sick, but yeah, man. I mean, the KD line is just, honestly, it's kind of what got me into sneakers was the KD and LeBron line. When I was in like 7th grade, a few people were wearing them for like basketball and stuff like that, and I just started to, really I got into basketball at that time too, because before that I was a huge football fan, but I didn't play football after 6th grade, and I started playing basketball more, and I just saw a lot of people wearing like KDs and LeBrons, and I really got into it, got some pairs of my own, and it's really what started my interest in sneakers. So I gotta always pay homage to that. And yeah, man, KD4s and 5s, really about as OG as it gets. I got into it when they were on the KD7, so they don't mean as much to me as they do other people, but definitely a lot of these colorways bring back a lot of memories and nostalgia for me for sure. But yeah, I mean, that's really all there is to be said. I told you before that I'm going to be doing another My Team tier list of the cards that have come out since my last one, but I'm going to wait till next gen. And then I'll keep doing KD tier lists, and then probably switch over to LeBron, Kobe's, and Jordan's after. Maybe even a Yeezy one if you guys would like to see that. Just let me know what you guys want. I'm always down to put out content of what my viewers would like to see. And yeah, like I said, I think that is going to be about it for the video. So please make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you guys in the next vid.